A warm welcome to you all, and this is Treeleaf Taigu speaking. In the light of what took place recent days on Treeleaf Forum, I would like to say a few words about Kensho, satori. If we look into the Rinzai tradition, it is true to say that Kensho appears to be a form of a goal, of an aim. Students are given koans to practice in order to get that breakthrough. And in some Zen centers, competition is taking place to get there. But if you look deeply into the Rinzai tradition, you will see that the Kensho is eventually dropped. And the very end of the Rinzai tradition, the very culmination of practice, is where we start in our Soto school, shikantaza. So, what do we do in our Soto school too? With Kensho? What do we do with it? Well, we don't deny it. But I think you got it now. We do not try to get there. And once it happens, our practice is just to let it go. Why? Why do we let that go? Now, when you are working as a Zen teacher, that is to say as a spiritual friend, trying to guide people on the path, we will always have people challenging you and coming to you and say, do you have it? Huh? Can you show it to us? Can you prove? Can you give us a little paper or whatever? There's no paper for that, but anyway. They want evidence, or they assume you've got it, and they're very, very interested. So what it's like? Well, people asking such questions should go back to the cushion straight away. Now, what is Kensho? What is Shakyamuni's realization? Well, Kensho is not something for ourselves, something to indulge in, something to remember, cherish as a precious memory. We don't need that kind of mirror. What is required is not enlightenment, but, as I often say, enlightened activity. That is to say, the way, the light of sitting pervades all things in our life. The way the teachings come alive in the marketplace. Kensho? Well, I don't have to tell you, because it doesn't really matter. What matters to me is to see and acknowledge the real thing around me, in colleagues and peers, in people, in the streets, in situations of daily life, from morning to evening. It happens all the time. Waking up to that is enlightened activity. Acting out this reality without being aware of it, without having that feedback, is the path. True enlightenment is not bothered by itself, worried about itself. No need to get into a rat race to get there. It is true that moments of clarity might be displayed, but these moments of clarity are dismissed, not because they are wrong. They're part of the scenery of practice, but because if you hook yourself to them, you may get caught into a moment, a memory, something that is very quickly irrelevant. You know, it's a bit like when you taste something very yummy, very good, and you want to have more, and you get for more, and it's not the same. You want to recreate the first experience of enjoying. Well, as soon as you go into the recreation, the redoing, the repetition of something that took place before, it gets lost. So I would say the greatest satori in our tradition is to let go of any satori. This is the way of Sawaki Koro. This is the way of the great Soto teachers of last century and the centuries before. Do you think a guy like Ryokan had any care of Kensho? Nope. And actually, I don't. And it's not because I don't have it. I'm not feeling jealous or embarrassed. Don't you worry, guys. No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. The true understanding of enlightened activity is that the source is shikantaza. A state in which you're not judging anymore yourself or others. You're not thinking this is this, this is that. It's a complete and absolute opening the open. Simple. The taste is simple. It has a taste of your cup of tea, your morning tea. It has a taste of a glass of water. It has a taste of getting into a bus, meeting people, watching men, women, kids in the streets. It's beyond the fantasy, it's beyond the storytelling. It is here and now, the song of your life. Take care. And thank you for listening. Have a great day.